Tomorrow, Britain decides whether it will stay in the corrupt European Union, the failed project, or whether we leave it and take back control. We take our own destiny into our hands, and we maintain our world presence. And everyone keeps on trying to talk Britain down like we are the fifth largest economy in the world, but apparently we can't run our own country and we can't make trade deals with China, even though Iceland, which is 330,000, 350,000 people, could make a trade deal. We can take back our fisheries. Look, I mean, it's destroyed our fishing industry. It's destroyed. What else does it have to destroy to for people to see that it's not working? How many? You can't control immigration. There's 330,000 people net a year coming in, and you can't is at least half of that is from the European Union. But that's not even the full thing. It's almost 1 million people coming in. If you don't count the people that are leaving this country at the same time, it's 900,000. Almost 1 million people coming into this country every year, which is not sustainable. And within the EU, we cannot say no, you can't come here at all, because with free movement of people, we can't as a country say no to anyone who is a European citizen with a European Union passport. So anyone from any of the 28 member countries can come here. And I know that's the thing, the Remain people don't understand. They think that you can change the European Union. No, the European Union changes it by itself with its own motives, and what you get is our influence diminishes because our say is very small within those 28 member countries. What you end up getting is the lowest common denominator of policy. What we want is not the same as what someone in Greece wants or in Spain, basically. So basically we all have to agree on something that basically means none of us are happy with what we get. And what I say is, I think it's going to be Remain, and we find out on Friday, late night tomorrow, early hours of Friday morning, the results. And I think it's going to be Remain, because that's the way the whole argument has been made, because you've had all the big businesses saying that you've got to stay within the European Union because business is stronger, when majority of businesses small to medium-sized businesses do no trade with the European Union whatsoever, so they are not going to be affected. And the people that want us to stay in are the people who got cheap workers from Eastern Europe, the people who can avoid, the European Union basically helps them avoid paying tax in this country by them saying, oh well, we've set up in Switzerland or whatever tax haven they want to call. So I mean, when you had the Panama Papers, so why do, when it comes to big businesses in the European Union, people don't say this? And look, you've got the European the European Court of Justice, which can overrule anything. So our court is not supreme. We do not have a Supreme Court because the European Court can overrule it. So how is that sovereign? And people are like, oh well, we give this tiny bit of sovereignty over to be a part of the single market and lots of trade, but how much do we have to give? We have to give lots and lots of money. We have to give lots of sovereignty. Do we have to take the laws that they say? Now, I mean, what I would say to people who don't want to be inside the European Union, British people, who and if the vote does go against us, I would, because we're not going to get another vote on this, I myself, I feel like I will have to leave this country basically at some point, because I don't want to live in the European Union. I don't want to be dictated by Brussels. I don't want to be a European Union citizen either. So that either means going to Norway or going to Russia or somewhere outside the EU. Which, I mean, I would like to go to Norway, definitely. It's a good country. But admittedly, they are practically almost in the European Union. They pay 650 million a year to the European Union, and they have to follow basically all the laws, and you have the free movement of people, but they don't get any say in policy. But it's alright, because neither do we, basically. Your MEP has no say whatsoever. They basically go there and just fucking get the money. That's the thing, it's just a it's basically a money making scheme. So for politicians, they get a nice cushy job where they get paid fucking hundreds of thousands of pounds for pushing through some terrible bureaucratic laws that means, oh well, you've got to have this light bulb, and you've got to have, it's not even just those small things, but I think, as I say, there's crisis coming towards the European Union, and we all know it. It's going to collapse. If we leave, it's going to collapse much sooner. If we stay in, the collapse is going to come. It could maybe be 15, 20, 30 years time, maybe half a century, if we stay in, because it'll be prolonged by us staying in, because we'll just about bolster all the problems with the migrant crisis. There's going to be even more. I mean, as soon as we, after the referendum, basically, there's going to be there's going to be loads of things coming out, like, oh, we actually have to pay 11 billion net into the European Union, and we have to take in 100,000 people from wherever, or whatever. But it's not just about immigration, it's also about our sovereignty. And that's the thing, but the crisis is coming, and we're gonna end up having to be in the midst of it, because we're gonna be tied to this political union that the European Union's become, and we're gonna have to bear the brunt of the economic crises and the migrant crises that are coming for Europe, and the ultimate collapse of Europe, and we will have to suffer the brunt of it if we remain inside of it, whereas we could avoid it if we left. And I would say leave Britain if we stay in the European Union, because what's the point? It's not even like living in Britain anymore, it's like living in I could move to Brussels, I could move anywhere, and it would be the same thing, you know? Because that's what they want. They want it all to be the same. They want it all to be one country, one flag, one currency, one army, you know? So I'll make a video when the results come in, and I'm sure I'm going to be very disappointed, but I'm going to be out there voting tomorrow. Whether it makes any difference, of course, I would say vote, but I do think it's vastly against the Leave side, because the government was on the side of Remain, and they've used all that against us, and the big businesses, they're always going to have more influence than real people who want to leave. Peace.